Okay, I'd like to welcome you all. My name is Tom Lynch. I'm the Director of Transportation for the City of Madison. And today we'd like to introduce a bold new initiative called Vision Zero, where we seek to eliminate all traffic fatalities and incapacitating injuries on the city streets. We have a lot of speakers today. Before turning it over to one of our speakers, to Mayor Satya and the others, I'd like to give a thanks and a shout out to many organizations that helped get us where we are. I'd like to thank Centro Hispano for allowing us to use their space and for their support in launching this initiative. Bloomberg and Associates has helped us a lot in guiding our principles and our framework. Kathy Marks and TMS Paradis for the logo design that you can see here on the bus. Stakeholders, including the ones that are here from the UW, as well as the South Madison Library, for recognizing and supporting this important issue. And then also the staff team that's been working on this for perhaps 6 to 9 months, especially our host, Metro Transit. I'd also like to thank the alders and the mayor for their leadership in this. We have Mayor Satya here, as well as Alder Carter, Alder Heck, Alder Furman, the Transportation Planning and Policy Board, as well as the Transportation Commission, all have recognized the importance of getting our traffic deaths and injuries to zero. And they are responsible for helping us launch this very important initiative. So right now I'd like to introduce Mayor Satya as she provides some remarks. Thank you.
Thank you, and good morning, everyone. I want to start by saying thank you to all of the folks that have made today possible. Today, I'm announcing the city's goal to eliminate fatal and serious injuries that are a result of traffic crashes in the city of Madison by 2030, and to join other cities across the globe as a Vision Zero city. Between 2014 and 2018, 14 people walking and in wheelchairs, 4 people riding a bicycle, and 26 people driving or riding in a vehicle have died on the streets of Madison. Already in 2020, 10 people have died in traffic crashes on our city's streets. In 2019, 8 people died. And we know that our Black community is more likely to die in a car crash than others in our community. We must address the disproportionate burden of traffic fatalities and serious injuries on people of color, people walking and biking, and on low-income communities. We're talking about the deaths of someone's mother or father, someone's child, someone's friend. These are tragedies that we can and must prevent. For me, this is personal. The year I graduated from college, my grandfather and my 5-year-old brother died in a car crash. This was devastating for our family. I can't bring them back, but I can and I will work to prevent other families from losing their loved ones to traffic crashes. Vision Zero focuses on eliminating all traffic fatalities and severe injuries while increasing safe, healthy, and equitable mobility for all. Achieving real Vision Zero is going to require a citywide commitment. I am directing a broad range of city departments to work together with community stakeholders and residents to eliminate these life-changing traffic crashes. This will take a commitment to changing how our transportation network operates. We must prioritize safety over speed. We must prioritize safety over shaving a few minutes off our commute. And we must prioritize protecting the lives of children walking to the library, the lives of seniors crossing the street, and the lives of people of all ages walking, bicycling, or driving in our community. We will be lowering speed limits, and we will be making infrastructure improvements to increase the safety for all users, especially people walking and biking. Unfortunately, there are some locations in our city that feel so dangerous that people avoid walking and biking there, which means that these locations are not elevated as problem spots with high injuries, and yet they're still unsafe. We will work with our neighborhoods to identify those locations and make changes. And a key part of Vision Zero is public engagement. We will work with all of our communities to develop the most effective strategies to reduce crashes and make all of our neighborhoods safe to walk, to bike, to take transit, and to drive. Today we're announcing this Vision Zero initiative because everyone in Madison deserves to be safe as they move about their neighborhood and our city. And Vision Zero is an important step in making that a reality. Thank you.
Great. So next we have Council President Alder Sherry Carter.
Thank you. I am pleased that Vision Zero team has chosen South Madison as the location to kick off this project. Look around at the traffic hazard, which limits the opportunity for children in the neighborhood to walk, bike to various locations. Centro Hispano, the public library, the Boys and Girls Clubs, and others. These changes here are just the beginning of the city's efforts to make all neighborhoods safer. These continental crosswalks are more visible so motorists can slow down and yield to our pedestrians, which is so important. We know that the Black community is more likely to die in car crashes than any other community. And we must work together to determine the best strategies to address this issue. I'm glad the city is committed to understanding the disproportionate effects of traffic enforcement on Black and people of color, and will develop a Vision Zero plan with strategies to eliminate those harms. A key part of this is public city engagement. We'll work with all communities to develop these strategies, and that is so important because our neighborhoods need to be safe to walk, bike, take transit, and also drive. The plan will be equitable. It will address these issues. And everyone in Madison deserves to be safe as they move through their neighborhoods and through the city. It's such an important step to take. Let me say that some people will say, this is way too expensive, and it's up to the individual to make their path safe to get to where they're trying to go. But this is what I say. The price tag on saving lives is priceless, and that's why we all need to work together. Thank you.
Next we have Ching Wong, who's with the South Central Library right here on Park Street.
I hear from people who live in our surrounding neighborhoods that traffic on Park Street can be a deterrent to visiting the library, especially for youth and seniors. Everyone should be able to access the library safely, whether they're walking, biking, taking the bus, or driving. Many people rely on the library even now. People are visiting the library to use our computers, pick up books, and other materials. We appreciate the new, more visible crosswalk on Park Street near the library, as well as other projects in South Madison that will make it safer for children, families, and other library visitors to get to our library and other neighborhood destinations. We look forward to the continued traffic safety improvements and supporting Vision Zero community engagement here in South Madison. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Next, we have the Director of Transportation for the University of Wisconsin-Madison, Patrick Cass.
Good morning. The University of Wisconsin-Madison and the City of Madison have a long history of working together to improve safety for pedestrians, bicyclists, and motorists. Vision Zero gives us a novel opportunity to approach traffic safety in a way that others have throughout the country and also in Europe. Instead of designing areas to improve human behavior and to eliminate crashes, Vision Zero takes into account there will be human error and designs areas to prevent serious injuries and fatalities. While many of the Vision Zero projects target areas outside of the campus boundary, these areas are heavily utilized by those who commute to our campus. There are other projects, including streets such as Highland Avenue, where crashes have injured and taken lives of pedestrians and bicyclists while traveling on the campus themselves. With our shared goal of improving safety and reducing fatalities and serious injuries, the University of Wisconsin-Madison is happy to endorse the City of Madison's adoption of Vision Zero. We look forward to working with the mayor and the city agencies to make the Vision Zero's goal of eliminating fatalities and serious injuries a reality. Thank you.
So as Mayor Sacha said, every traffic death represents a family that doesn't have a father or a child, perhaps a mother. It's important that we focus our efforts and our resources towards eliminating those. Through the leadership of the council and the mayor, last year in the city budget, they passed a resolution for Vision Zero advanced projects. Because of that, we were able to make improvements to 9 of some of the most dangerous city streets in Madison, 45 different locations where we can improve bicycle and pedestrian accommodations. Examples include this Continental crosswalk here on Park Street. We're also going to be improving the crossing between the South Transfer Point and Madison College. It includes bike lanes on Badger Road, as well as putting in a rapid flashing beacon over on Badger and Cypress so that people can get to Lincoln School as well as the Splash Park easier. All of these small improvements can make a big effect on the severity of an injury. We're also lowering speed limits in several portions of our city. Some might say, Vision Zero, that's impossible, why even try? But if you don't try, what you get, right? And some cities who have tried have gotten there. Just last year, Oslo, Norway, got to 0 traffic fatalities last year. So we are excited that we are on this journey. In the coming months, we'll be developing our action plan, which will include public involvement and just with a goal of preserving lives and preventing incapacitating injuries. So I want to thank you all for being here. Thank the leadership of the city for making this a priority. And I'm just going to say, let's do this. Thank you very much. Yes, I guess we can take questions now as well. Yes.
Will you be working with any of the families of the victims in this plan?
Oh, that's a good question. The question was, will we be working with families of victims in this plan? And we can consider that in our outreach efforts. We do want to be data driven. You know, a lot of people, we want to focus our resources where the data says are the areas of the most recent. But interacting with families would be a great suggestion. Yes?
There's been a lot of drag racing on East Washington Avenue.
Yes, okay. The COVID-19 crisis has reduced traffic volumes, and as it's reduced traffic volumes, it's made it possible for traffic to go faster. Lowering speeds is a key component of Vision Zero. We actually, part of the Vision Zero process is going to be lowering the speed limit on East Washington. We are retiming signals so that the progression makes it difficult to go faster than the speed limit. I believe we're also going to be putting out variable message boards that show the person's speed, driver feedback. I believe in the budget there was $500,000 allocated towards it, but it's not just the amount of money that's allocated towards it, it's the culture, right? As we evaluate our street improvements, as we evaluate our fleet purchases, we want Vision Zero to be part of the culture. You know, where can we do improvements that reduce severe injuries? A lot of studies show that you don't have to spend millions and millions of dollars through substantial infrastructure improvements to decrease the injury severity. You can use low-cost improvements like speed limit reductions and crosswalks, continental crosswalks, to accomplish those objectives. Yes?
How much does it rely on enforcement?
Well, actually, I think enforcement is an interesting component. We do want people to obey the speed limits, but we also acknowledge that enforcement sometimes disproportionately affects people of color, low-income people. And I think our committees are very, very much aware of that. In fact, with the Vision Zero resolution, they put in there to acknowledge and seek to solve disproportionate enforcement activities. And so it's a challenge. It's a recognized challenge. MPD, who is here with us, also wants to address that. So we want to make it right. It's part of Vision Zero, but it has to be right. And so we're seeking that, and our policymakers strongly desire that it's equally. So, any other questions? No.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you very much.
Today.